We'll try and talk through each step of how somebody normally will react. And you'll probably run into this while you're rolling, right? So he starts doing his escape. Everything starts here. Right? Come around to the other side, Tyler. Or you switch sides, either one. I don't really care. Now stay over here. Right? He hooks my foot. As soon as my knee hits the ground, my weight drops back. Right? As soon as my weight drops back, it's going to be hard for him to try to sit up into me. This underhook isn't nearly as effective. He can't go around behind me. If my weight stays up, he can get his butt out. He gets up onto his elbow, right? He wants to be able to hook my foot, come up to dog play, right? So to stop that, come back, I'm dropping my butt to kill his underhook, right? Now the second option, he's hooking my bicep, or not the second option, but the second thing he's doing, his hand is on my bicep, yep, to keep me from cross-facing. Okay, because he wants to be on his side, right? If he doesn't do that, drop your hand, then I'm going to cross face him, start re-digging my underhook, and now I'm going to pass, right? So he wants to control my bicep. Also, since Tyler fights, he wants to keep his head tight and control my bicep so I don't punch him in the face, right? Even if I do get my arm close enough to hit him now, I'm punching the top of his hand with my fist. Great way to break your hand, right? So he's staying nice and tight, right? When he gets on his side, my butt starts coming off my heels. So he can hook my foot. So he hooks my foot, he pulls that knee through, and he starts re-guarding. I know if I let him re-guard, I'm going to have to then try to break it and pass, and especially no-gi, giant pain in the butt. So my hand goes to his knee, right? I'm trying to push that foot back in. Now, we talked about hooking this back foot to make this pass even harder. He doesn't hook my foot back here. Let go of my foot, right? Then I can start sliding through and passing. But by hooking my foot, he prevents my hips from turning. As I'm spitting all over his head, I'm sorry, right? So my only goal here now, when he gets that knee through, is I'm trying to push through, right? And I'm trying to get that knee back underneath so I can climb back over it. The harder I try to climb, the more my elbow flares. He's going to let me do that, come over the top, and catch that Kimura. Now, this is kind of where we stop. I want you to come around the other side, Tyler. Tyler, Kyler, God. All right, I don't think I've ever called you Tyler either. That's weird. All right, so he wants to keep this knee high. Right? Because my goal is to step over and trap my hand. So by keeping this knee in there, he's preventing me from defending. Does that make sense? If that knee isn't there, take that knee through. Now I can grab my leg. So he keeps that knee there, keeps my hand away. Now, keep both feet on the ground and shrimp that way. Oh, look at my hand. There's no way for me to get it back to my body to defend. Trip again. Trip again. Trip again. Trip. He never has to try to rip it out. He's using his hips to attack my shoulder. Apparently my stomach, I mean my shoulder, I promise. Right? So using that reverse shrimp that we did to get back to guard, and he may end up back in guard. If he shrimps far enough and I don't tap, he might get all the way back to guard and finish from there. Which is fine, not a bad thing. He can then use his legs for power. Does that make sense? So this is the situation we're walking through here. I know it's a lot of steps, especially for the newer guys. If you get the mount escape, I'm happy. The rest of this is just great. Right? But all of these principles we've been talking about over the last few weeks, getting attached to the ground, right? Using our legs to move, getting things in the way of the hips, right? Attaching to something and then using our legs and our hips to move instead of trying to use our arms to finish things, right? Put them all together. Make sense? So one more time. See if I can do the play-by-play, right? He does his mount escape, right? I drop my hips back to prevent the out-the-back type escape, right? He's controlling my bicep, curling into a ball. Yep, that starts to raise my butt. Now he can hook my ankle. Hooks my ankle, the knee comes through. I'm going to post, trying to pass, still kill the arm. I might even get the underhook for him. That's great. That's no problem, right? He doesn't care, but he sees that teacup handle. Yep, he's shrimped out. He doesn't want to pull that knee out because now I'm going to cover my hand. Even if I get that hand inside my leg to defend, he can still pull this knee back out, yep, and start using his body and his hips. Yep, put both feet up, don't lose my ankle. Yep, both feet on the ground. Point your knee to the sky. There. He can now use his body and his hips to start pulling my arm out. Right? Keep shrimping. Right? Now my hand's a little bit tighter, so it's a little bit harder to control. Yep, go all the way back to guard. Yep, shrimp a little. Right, there you go. Lock up your guard. Yep, now he can pull it out and finish. Woo! Cool? Good job. Give it a shot. 1, 2, 3.